Hello clever people and welcome to my review for Frozen 2. So Frozen 2 is a sequel to the smash hit from 2013. It's 6 years later, and this one follows the story of Elsa and Anna, who are still in the kingdom as they discover a far out tribe far off in their forests, and they go to discover it, and once they do, they learn a lot about the history of their kingdom and where it needs to go in the future. So Frozen 2 was a movie I wasn't particularly looking forward to. It's Frozen 2. I mean, it's definitely not a movie made for me in any way, shape, or form. I thought the trailers didn't look very strong, and I thought that the film overall seemed to lack some confidence. They weren't revealing anything about the plot, really. I mean, the plot synopsis I gave, I think that's just about what you should know about it going in, but that's like nowhere close to as much as I knew going in to see this movie. And I mean, that's good for certain movies. I think it works for like a Star Wars movie where there's a lot of fans that are super hyped about it that want to know nothing going in. But for a movie to have that lack of information in their trailers kind of seems like a lack of confidence for me on anything that isn't a Star Wars or a Marvel movie. And I wasn't so sure about how this one was going to turn out. And in my opinion, it didn't turn out great. Frozen 2 isn't a terrible movie in any way, shape, or form. I think it's completely fine. It's just everything that was memorable about the first movie isn't in this one at all. In the first movie, you had some really catchy songs, you had some really great animation, and you had some, even though the songs were annoying, they definitely were memorable, and you had some characterization that was really memorable. And even though, love it or hate it, the movie from the moment it came out felt iconic, 100%. And in this one, the only thing that I think that they kept was great animation. I think the colors in this one are even better, but the songs are nowhere near as memorable, the characters are nowhere near as memorable, and overall the journey feels like a complete waste because, for one, it feels like it's very similar to the arc that the characters went through in the first movie, so really it just feels like a repeat, and for two, it's just not memorable in any way, shape, or form. And all of the comedy that was in the first one, that even though the jokes were quite cringy at times, still made the movie feel funny and feel lighthearted, a lot of that spirit is gone too. Really, this movie just feels recycled. It feels like nobody really wanted to make this movie and nobody had the passion for it, but they wanted to make more money. And because of that, this movie got made when really the passion was not there. Nobody was really into it like the first one. And honestly, I know it's going on to make tons and tons of money, but I'm not sure about a third one or any spin-off with this series because it already feels dead. It's been 6 years, and a lot of the people who loved the first one are older now and maybe might not be as into it, and really I don't think that there's anywhere else they can go with the story. They need to do something bombastic for the next one because this one, literally nothing happens, it feels like. It feels like at the end of the movie, so little is changed. And I mean, they learn more about their past, but that really feels like it. I don't think that there's much else in this movie. And I think I'm trashing on it too hard because in the end, it's not a movie for me. I understand that. And in the end, the animation was good. It was well paced. I was never bored. It's just so forgettable. And really, the moment it was over, I kind of just forgot about it. That's the biggest problem with this movie. I've said it a couple times in this review. I'll say it again. It's forgettable. There's nothing about this movie that stands out, and that was a problem. I will give Frozen 2 a 5.25 out of 10. Alright, that concludes my review for Frozen 2. So, what are your thoughts on this film, or what is your thoughts on the original Frozen movie? Comment in the comment section below, and let me know. I'm Robert Burke, and this has been The Clever Critics. Goodbye.